You and I need to sit and have a conversation today. Thanks for joining us. We're live at Desert Diamond Casino on South Nogales Highway. I'll take your telephone calls, your text. You want to come by, hang out with me. I'm going to buy somebody dinner by the end of the night just for coming by and seeing us. We're going to check on the Raiders-Chief game coming up today as well. I have all of that on the agenda. Plus, we will hear from Kelvin Efon. The captain will join us a little bit later on the program. But again, we're live Desert Diamond Casino. Invite everybody to come by. You can check out my brand new haircut. Looks pretty smooth on our webcam. You can also watch us on Wildcats Radio 1290.com and on our YouTube channel at Wildcats 1290. So there's no place really in the world that you can't find the radio show today, because I do have a lot that I want to get off my chest today. By the way, Desert Diamond Casino inviting us out here. Don't forget, they got a bunch of big concerts coming out. John Tesh coming up on December 2nd. The show that I want to see is Cheap Trick. They pushed that show back to December 9th. So there's a couple of big shows that are coming up at Desert Diamond Casino that we'll talk about. So with that being said, let me welcome JW, our producer. JW, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great, Rich. I had a great weekend. How you doing? You feeling rested?
I'm rested. I'm relaxed. I had to do a lot of shopping yesterday. My wife is going to my niece's wedding next weekend. I'm not, or actually this weekend. I don't get to go. You want to know why, JW?
Because you work too much.
Well, it's my commitment to you, the fans. It's my commitment to Tucson and the Arizona Wildcat fans that, yeah, I could have gone to spend time with my wife's family back east. I could have gone to my niece's wedding. It's a formal affair in New England. I could have done all of that, but I said, you know what? I can't leave my folks in the 520 alone. I can't do this to you. I have to be here for you. Listen, I don't want to. I'm going to sacrifice not flying cross country. I'm going to sacrifice not having to wear a suit and tie for 4 days straight. I'm going to sacrifice going to a wedding where I don't know anybody. I'm going to sacrifice spending time with my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, and everybody back in New England who's got a big stick up there. You know what? I'm going to sacrifice all of that to stay here at Tucson so I could be here for the Arizona-Washington game. I think that's pretty big of me.
I think, Rich, what the listeners really want to know is, did your wife get the right dress? Because I know you've talked about this for several weekends, that you've gone out shopping, haven't been able to find the right dress. So what the listeners really want to know is the real answer and the real question. Did she find a dress?
She found a dress. She looks like a princess. She looks like a princess.
Awesome.
She is stunning. So we've been driving back and forth. We looked all around Tucson. She couldn't find anything for this very hoity-toity fancy affair. We've gone up to Phoenix the last 3 Sundays looking, and she couldn't find anything, but she found something this weekend. Absolutely stunning. She looks like a princess. It's blue. It's all sparkly on top. It's navy blue. She's got like these cool shoes that she likes to go along with it. So she will be absolutely stunning. That's the only thing that I'm going to really no. I'm sorry. Let me back up. I'm upset I can't go to the wedding. I really am. I'm upset that I can't go to the wedding, and the worst of it is I won't be able to see my wife wear that beautiful dress and look like a princess. But the rest of it, I'm really going to be sad because I'm not going to be able to be there with the rest of my family for this wedding that's going to be way overblown and way too fancy.
Rich, how long have you been committed to sports talk radio?
Almost 30 years.
Okay, so that's a known thing, right? And their schedule for football and basketball are out well in advance. So, I mean, while of course you would love to be there and, of course, love to support your family, I think it's kind of a known deal that if there's a football game that day that you have. And you did. Well, my final point is you did not set the date for this wedding, correct?
No, I think it's very selfish of them to set their wedding date in the middle of the football season.
Yeah, so I mean, I think you're taking the 2 months you did to find your wife the perfect dress to go with. I think that's all the support you can give. Seeing how you're going to be doing pre and post that day, right?
I am the husband of the year for the support that I give her. I think
you did your part.
I did my part. Okay. I'm going to get in trouble when I get home for this whole tirade right here. I'll tell you that. Probably. But that's okay.
What's new, though? What's new?
Exactly. I'll take one for the team. Anyway, we've got a lot to get to. What's today? It's Monday, which means it's the Box Office Blitz. We give you stuff just for listening to this radio show. So sometime in this hour, we'll play the sounder. You'll get a chance to win something cool just for listening to us. And by the way, Whoever comes out here to see me at Desert Diamond Casino today, put your name in the box, and I'm going to draw one name. I'm going to buy them dinner at the end of our broadcast. So we have all of that going on for you out here at Desert Diamond Casino, and then they have their big drawing, make a qualifying wager on tonight's Monday Night Football game, getting their cash drawing. So that's going on as we speak as well. But I've got a lot to discuss on the program today. So let's just get right to it. Let's see what's rattling around in this size 8 cabeza today, shall we?
Warning. The following segment might trigger some listeners.
You're not on the air.
And
Sorry about that. I don't
does
know what
not
happened
take
on our end,
responsibility
but
for the
sounds
following
good now.
content.
Okay,
What the hell is going on?
It's time for the list as we explore the sick, twisted mind of our host, Rich Herrera.
And that's when things got bad.
And the list of things he is thinking about in that huge size 8 Chrome Magnum head of his.
Look at the size of that boy's head. That's like an orange on a toothpick.
You're gonna give the boy a complex.
Well, that's a huge noggin. Has its own weather system.
All right, so here's what's rattling around in my big old head today as we speak. You know what? We're at the halfway point of the season. The Arizona Wildcats were guaranteed 12 games, folks, 12 games. That's 10 plus 2, 12 games. So where are we now that we're at about the halfway point? We are at the halfway point of the season with the game against Oregon done and the game against Washington coming up. So we're at the halfway mark. 3-3 is the record for the Arizona Wildcats. So if you're a optimist, you have to be thrilled. You have to be thrilled that the Wildcats have 3 wins this season, because that's 2 more than they had all of last year. If you're an optimist, you have to look around and go, the Arizona Wildcats are 500. Last year, they were the worst team in college football. Arguably the worst team in college football. They have the top 25, then they have the bottom 10, and every snarky website has it, including ESPN.com. Arizona was on the bottom 10 all last year. 20-game losing streak for the Cats. Well, we're not looking at that this year, Tucson, are we? We're looking at a team that's 3-3, and believe it or not, still has a shot at going to a bowl game. You go 3-3 the rest of the season, you could go to a bowl game. Now, how hard is that going to be? Even the most cockeyed optimists will go, that's going to be a little tough to get into a bowl game, but it's still a possibility. Last year at this time, the Cats were 0-6, dead in the water, and everyone was wondering, will the Cats go 3 years without winning a football game? So if you're an optimist, you're like, hip, hip, hooray, we're 3-3. That's pretty darn good. The halfway point right now, if you're a pessimist, that little rain cloud over your head every day, and you think everybody sucks and the world sucks, and you're just a miserable human being. You're frustrated, you're angry, you're mad. You're looking at this like, oh my God, we just got blown out again, this time by Oregon. We're not even close to being at the top of the echelon at the Pac-12. Remember, they got rid of the conferences because they wanted to try to find a way to get a Pac-12 team into the college football playoff. Well, the byproduct of that was great for USC. It was great for Oregon because you get the top 2 teams in there and you get a legitimate shot getting into the college football playoff. You know who it was not good for? It wasn't good for the University of Arizona, because now instead of climbing over 5 teams to try to get to the Pac-12 championship, now you got to climb over 10 teams. So that way you're the top 2 teams in this conference. It makes it a lot tougher for teams at the bottom to get to the top, but this is all predicated upon the conference getting into the college football playoffs. So what do we see this weekend? I don't have to frustrate you. There's another bad loss for the Arizona Wildcats. They couldn't stop Oregon to save their lives. Oregon marched up and down the field. In fact, the only reason Oregon didn't win by a bigger margin, they called off the dogs. Danny Lanning said, look, we beat them. Let's call off the dogs and we'll take it easy, and they'll ease back a little bit. Doesn't matter. You see the difference if you're a pessimist between where Arizona is and where Arizona wants to be. And that gap is about as big as the Grand Canyon right now. So really, what is it? Are you the optimist or are you the pessimist? Do you believe the Cats are in the right direction because they're better than they were a year ago? Or are you looking around going, you know what? This is awful. It's your choice. You got one of the two. I can either say, listen, they're much better than they were last year, or you look and say, well, they were god-awful last year, now they're just bad. What does it matter? I guess it just says a lot about you and how you wake up each morning and look at the day. Do you wake up in the morning and go, today's going to be a great day, or go, I hope today doesn't suck as bad as yesterday? That's, I guess, in the eye of the beholder. But I want to know from you, Arizona Wildcat fans, where are you? Right now, is the Wildcats are 500. They're not a losing football team. They're not one of the worst teams in college football. In fact, they're not the worst team in the Pac-12. So I want to know today from you. I'm going to throw the phone lines open for you all stinking day long. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290. You give them a thumbs up, or do you give them a thumbs down? And you can text me as well. You could text us. You could text Rich to 520-848-1290. Text the word Rich to 520-848-1290. That right here, I got the text line open. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, and tell me why. You think the Cats are thumbs up, doing much better, and the program's going the right direction, or thumbs down, this is still awful? I'd love to hear from you today. Again, 520-848-1290. Text me up, text me down. Are the Cats in the right direction, or are the Cats still spinning their wheels, in your opinion? Big crowd at Arizona Stadium this weekend. Big opportunity for the Arizona Wildcats. It was packed. It was massive. It took me forever to get into the stadium. It took me forever to get out of the stadium. I was in the parking lot, like in the third quarter. I got to leave to come do the post-game show. I was in the parking lot. It took me like 45 minutes to get out. I didn't think I was going to make it back for the post-game show. But the reason why it was so packed is there are a lot of people leaving in the third quarter when I was leaving, because the game was already out of hand, and the number 12 Oregon Ducks were going to run over the Arizona Wildcats. Parents' Weekend was huge. There were so many parents, and I love watching Parents' Weekend because I've actually been the dad for Parents' Weekend. Woohoo! Come here, son. Let me show you how I partied back in my day in 1984. And I go get my drink on, and then I pay for it for about 4 days afterwards, but that's okay. But the Arizona Wildcats had a big opportunity with a big crowd to make a statement. It wasn't the statement that they wanted to. It wasn't the statement that they wanted to. I'll read this in a second. Maybe it wasn't the statement they wanted to. So I wonder. Now, there weren't a lot of Ducks fans there. I didn't see a lot of people wearing green, so there weren't a lot of Ducks fans there, but there were a lot of Arizona Wildcat fans. How many folks are going to come back for the next game against the University of Southern California? It could have been a big statement for the Cats if you would have walked in there, punched the Oregon Ducks, stayed competitive with the Oregon Ducks. It probably would have had some people come back. So I wonder, with that huge crowd, the first sellout since 2017, how many of you are going to come back for the next game against the USC Trojans, who will probably be ranked even higher after they take on Utah this week when the Cats come home in 2 weeks? How many of you are going to be there that were at that first game against Oregon? Question for you. What else is rattling around in my big old head today? Ugh. Do you see Arizona State? Had a big win against Washington, knocked them out of the top 25. Arizona State, I got to keep an eye on them, folks. We want to see, are they going to rally around their new head coach, or are they going to stumble and bumble and fumble, and they're going to have to go look for a head coach at the end of the year? If they play like that, they found their man, and the Territorial Cup will be a huge fight. Something for us to keep an eye on. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later in the program. I said this the other day. I was the first guy that started talking about CTE on the radio, and I got plenty of garbage. And some of you will roll your eyes. Yeah, whatever, Herrera. No, seriously, I was one of the first, and people got mad at me when I started talking about CTE. I told you I met Christopher Nowinski, the pro wrestler, WWE superstar, retired because of his head injuries. And he was the one who really first started looking into this, and he's the one who worked with the Legacy Institute in Boston, asking NFL players to donate their brains. They're the ones who got a hold of Mike Webster's brain after he passed away. They're the ones who the movie Concussion with Will Smith is based on everything that they did at the Legacy Institute and the funding that they did. So I'm a proponent. I've been talking about when should kids start playing football? I don't think kids should start playing tackle football until they're in high school. Their necks aren't strong enough to take the blows. Their heads don't need to get that kind of rattling that early. I think that if you waited to have them play tackle football until high school, it would probably be a lot safer. Not everybody gets CTE, but so many people do. It's sad, but it's a sacrifice that you make to play football. Nothing comes for free in this life. So when I was talking about it last week, I was saying, come on, guys, pump the brakes a little bit. Yes, the shot that Tua took 2 games ago when he gets up and he's wobbling and don't know where he is, okay, you know what? That was a bad thing. And then the shot where he gets pulled down and his head slammed against the carpet, it was a play that happens in football, unfortunately, but the way that the world reacted was like, oh my gosh, folks, that wasn't a vicious hit. That wasn't malicious. That wasn't a dangerous play. The game of football is dangerous whether you like it or not. I'm sorry, I can't bubble wrap everybody. There are risks to this game of football. That's why not everybody plays. But the fact of the matter is that the National Football League has so overreacted because of the hand-wringing of everybody after Tua. If you saw that play against Tom Brady, we're going to get into that on the program. It was a joke. And the fact that they're going to start calling that as unnecessary roughness, it's a trend now, and this trend is not going to go in a good direction for the game of football. Couple other things. What? You know what I'm sick and tired of on Sunday? Watching my social media blow up, stupid Twitter, which I hate blow up. I don't even know why I look at it. But watching everybody react to what the NFL players are wearing when they roll into the stadium is about the stupidest thing I could think of. Please do me a favor. Stop retweeting, stop posting, stop commenting on what players wear when they're coming to the stadium. I don't care what Kyler Murray was wearing. I don't care what anybody's wearing when they're walking into the stadium. The fact that they put that on television is stupid. And the fact that you comment on it is even more stupid. Please stop it. For gosh sakes, please stop it for my sanity and for yours. It is stupid. All right, one last thing. You want to talk about something stupid? I have a bunch of people starting to call me. I have a bunch of people calling me going, hey, hi, I'm calling about this candidate. Hi, I'm calling about this candidate. Hi, are you registered to vote? Hi, are you ready to vote in the election? I will give you a reason why to call me and tell me that I'm going to support your candidate. I'm going to give you something right now. Somebody run for office on this platform and you have my vote. Can we change the law that if you run onto the field of play at a sporting event, you are open season and anybody could beat you and slam you to the ground with reckless abandon and not be held liable? The clown last week who ran onto the game in San Francisco and he got trucked by the Rams player and then he filed a police report and now he's probably going to sue. And he'll probably get some money because that's how stupid people are. There was a kid who ran onto the field at the 49er game, and he got trucked. Bam! And then he was talking trash, and then his mom was talking trash. The fact that we paid so much attention to the first clown that ran onto the field, the copycats are coming. If you run onto the field, you deserve to get trucked. If you run onto the field, you deserve to have the security guard slam you to the ground. Because A, I don't know what you're doing. You're not supposed to be there. B, I don't know what your intention is. I really don't know. I've had a situation once. I was standing there getting ready to do an interview. Some guy just climbs out of the stands and nobody's paying attention. The security guard didn't see him. He starts walking towards us. My buddy Todd Callis, who's now the TV voice of the Houston Astros, was doing the interview, and I was waiting to talk to the player next. And all of a sudden, this guy just starts walking up on both of us. Nobody looked. Nobody was paying attention. He just kind of snuck his way on there. I went and grabbed the guy, bear hugged him, and grabbed him out of the way and pushed him over to security. I didn't know whether the guy had a gun, a knife, he was going to ask for an autograph, or he was going to try to punch somebody. Don't go where you don't belong. And if you go, and your parents say that you should have kicked the guys, you know what? You're a loser, and your parents are losers. And that's what's rattling around in my big old head today. Did you see that story, JW, the kid? It was a little kid that ran on the field, and I think it was in Tampa. Did you see that?
I didn't know.
So he ran onto the field, and as he's coming off, they had it posted. Somebody posted, his mom's like, oh, yeah, you think you're so bad? Put on cleats and my kid will truck you. Like, really? Lady, you probably deserve to have this kid taken away from you. You're such an idiot and a horrible mother. If I would run onto the field, and they caught me running onto the field, my mother would have grabbed me by the ear, yanked me over there, and beat me with her slipper, and I probably would have deserved it.
Yeah, it feels like social media era, definitely in the 90s, I don't remember as many people running out on the field as they do now, Rich.
The only one that's allowed to run onto the field is Morgana. And if you're old enough to know who Morgana is, you just smiled at that. All right.
But she kissed everybody she ran to,
yes.
And so people weren't protesting that because she was running up to a player to kiss them, correct?
Yes. Morgana's allowed to run on the field, nobody else. So if you want to run for office, you want to run for Congress, you want to run for Senate, state representative, have that on your platform and you got my vote. Make it legal for security guards or players to truck someone for running onto the field to play during the game. That would get my vote for you. I'm Rich Herrera, and I approve this message. If you run onto the field, you deserve to get trucked. That's something that I would vote for. By the way, the luckiest guy in the world, Dan the Cabman, who hangs out with us on Mondays, he just put me a note. He just gave me a note about my niece's wedding that I'm not going to this weekend. He said, maybe your niece picked that date on purpose because she didn't want you at the wedding. Oh, now I might have to go. Nobody puts Rich Herrera.
You never thought of that.
Yeah, nobody puts Rich Herrera in the corner.
Right, you didn't think of that option until just now, and now you're wondering if that's actually the case.
All right, tell me right now. Send me a text. Text the word Rich to 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Arizona's 3-3. Halfway through the season. Is that thumbs up or thumbs down for you? Again, number for you to join us, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290, or text me the word Rich to 520-848-1290. Thumbs up, thumbs down on Arizona being 500 halfway through the season. And now I'm going to be paranoid thanks to Dan the Cabman that maybe my family doesn't want me at this big fancy wedding because they're afraid I might embarrass them, which I probably would. All right, coming up. We're going to talk about the fan energy, the missed opportunity, I think, for Arizona football and the program and the marketing, and everybody's been working hard to get everybody coming out to the stadium. We'll do that next. We're live here at Desert Diamond Casino. Come by, join us, sign up. I'll buy somebody dinner by the end of our broadcast. We'll be out here with you, and we're counting down to the Jedfish radio show coming up at 6:30. Don't forget, it's Box Office Blitz as well. We just give you stuff for listening to us on Monday. I'm Rich Herrera. This is the home of Arizona football, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show, now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings, over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set, and the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain. Loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The Locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, 3 have to go, steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's a huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps up in the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big
Pulling
time.
on the field is a safety.
Yes, that's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Abear. They just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
Herrera on Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, sports fans, we're live at Desert Diamond Casino here on South Nogales Highway. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. We're out here every Monday. Come by. Somebody's going to win dinner. I got a $25 gift card that I'm going to give you to go buy dinner here at Desert Diamond Casino. I've got Monday Night Football coming up, Raiders and Chiefs. We also have the box office blitz, so somebody this hour is going to get something just for listening to the program. That's the way we roll on these Mondays here on 1290. So, with that being said, I need some help for Monday Night Football. JW, you hear me okay, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay, great.
I can hear you great.
Okay, great. I'm getting a little feedback in my head here, but I think it's on my side. So we are going to, in fact, JW, I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you. So can we do this? Can we take a real quick timeout? We'll come right back.
Sure can, Rich.
All right, let's do that. All right, guys, give me 30 seconds. We'll come right back. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments for the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's a
tied.
Huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points. and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps up in the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big.
Pulling on the field is a safety.
Yes. That's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Abear. They just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
Opportunity for you to win big, make a qualifying wager, go into their drawing for a cash prize here at Desert Diamond Casino. I'm going to buy somebody dinner tonight for coming out here to Desert Diamond Casino, and we'll be out here with you until 6:30. We'll be out here with you until 6:30 for today's broadcast. So let's go out to our guest hotline. Welcome in Laurel. She's the manager of the sportsbook out here at Desert Diamond Casino, and get some ideas and some thoughts on tonight's ball game. Laurel, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, old friend?
I'm good. I'm holding down the fort for us down here. Lots of folks are stopping by. They're starting to register. The big drum's going to be out here in just a little bit. So it's going to be a fun night tonight. Raiders and Kansas City Chiefs. Give me some ideas for tonight.
Okay, so tonight, okay, this game is going to be interesting because you've got two really strong rushing defenses playing. So I think it's going to be a shootout. Like, that's what I think. I was thinking about last week when we picked 4-player props, and 3 of those, quite frankly, hit, by the way.
Right.
3 out of 4 bad. But that's what I was looking at. More than the game, I do like Kansas City to win. They're a 7-point favorite. I do like them to win the game. But I don't think that means that the Raiders aren't going to show up and really show out, quite frankly. I think we're going to see 2 really strong passing games. So for tonight, like, if we're going to just dive right into it and talk bets already, is that what we're doing? We're just diving right in?
Yeah, let's dive right in.
Okay. So for tonight, most of what I like is Raiders stuff. I like Devontae Adams' anytime touchdown scorer. He's especially really good at those short yardage goal line fades. I like that. I like they've got Derek Carr. The over/under for pass attempts is 38.5. I like the over for that.
Okay, so wait a minute. I don't know. You're going too fast for me. So I need Kansas City. I'm writing all this down. I need Kansas City -7. I like Carr. Right. I like Carr.
I like Carr for the attempts. Passing attempts 38.5 is the over/under. I like the over on that.
Okay. Okay, and then what else do I like?
So, Devontae Adams, anytime touchdown.
Adams, anytime touchdown. Okay.
Right.
I like this.
So, again, also, and last week we said that both of the quarterbacks were going to throw an interception. Only one did.
Yeah, that's how I lost out on that, but I came so close. It was fun to watch.
right? It gave you a little interest in that game. Yeah, I like Derek Carr to throw an interception in this game also. Look, Derek Carr is going to be throwing. Like, it's going to be, as my son said, and I think I mention my son every single week because that's all we do is talk about football, air raid. Like, that's the way he put it. I said shootout, he said air raid. That's why Davante Adams is going to score a touchdown, a passing touchdown. That's why I like the over on the 38.5 attempts. That's why he's going to throw an interception, because he's just going to be bombing the ball. He's going to be throwing the ball. That's what I see tonight. On the Chiefs side of things, like a lot of the player props I'm not thrilled with. I don't really love. But I do like Clyde Edwards-Helaire over 18.5. Now, receiving yards, not rushing yards. We are the Desert Diamond line. We have him at 18.5 on the over-under for receiving yards. I like that on the Chiefs side of things. Clyde Edwards-Helaire over 18.5 receiving yards.
So if I went Kansas City -7, I like that just as a standalone. And then I like the Carr. I think he's going to put the ball up 38.5 times. You're right. Davante Adams is going to score a touchdown. And Carr, if he throws the ball that much, he's going to get picked. And then this interesting one with Edwards with 18.5 receiving yards really makes this a fun wager.
And that's what it's all about. It's about having fun. It's about having a little bit of interest in a game that maybe you're not the most interested in. Although I don't think that's the case tonight. I think tonight's going to be a pretty good game. Like I do like the Chiefs to win, but I think it's going to be an entertaining game.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you, and I think this is going to be a high shooting, like your son said, an air raid type of game with lots of an aerial assault. And again, the lucky table that we have over here won all the drawings last week, so I'm going to go sit over there and watch the game.
Yeah, and quite frankly, this time I didn't make the bet in time last week, but when we get off the phone, I'm walking downstairs. I'm out of town on some business, but I may or may not be staying in a gambling establishment. I will be walking downstairs and putting my money where my mouth is on these four. So we'll win together.
There you go. I'm going to cash a ticket by the time we're all said and done. Hey, Laurel, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it, and we'll catch up with you next Monday.
All right. Sounds good. See you then.
All right. Take care. Laurel, the manager of the sportsbook here at Desert Diamond Casino. And, again, I'm sorry, there's a little bit of static on the line. But she says Kansas City -7, take them all day long. I agree with her over the Raiders. I love the Carr. More than 38 pass attempts, 100% a winner. They're going to put the ball up a lot this year. Davante Adams is going to catch a touchdown, and then I like Carr to throw an interception just because he's going to be airing the ball out so much. So those are the bets that she has. Those are the bets that I like today as well. So, again, thanks to everybody here at Desert Diamond Casino for coming by and helping us out here. We'll be with you.
You can fill for 10 minutes, or we can go to break.
We'll be here with you for just a little bit. All right, we're going to take a quick time, and we're going to come back. We'll finish up my thoughts in the first hour, and I got a lot more Arizona Wildcat talk. I got a bunch of text messages we got to get to. We'll continue with you. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain. Loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry. Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellis, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, 3 have to go, steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's a huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down. Trying to find Berrio. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
A Cumulus media station. We are the only sports station that brings you the Tommy Lloyd Radio Show, live coverage of his press conferences, and men's basketball play-by-play. We are Wildcats Radio 1290. Rich Herrera on Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, Rich Herrera Show rolls on live from Desert Diamond Casino, South Nogales Highway. Come by. They have their big drawing. I'm going to give somebody dinner tonight, and we have the box office blitz coming up. Let's try taking some telephone calls, and I want to read a couple of these text messages as well. You could text the word Rich to 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290, which is also our call-in number. Let's go to Rich, my buddy in Chicago. You're first this go-around on Wildcats Radio 1290. How are you, buddy? Bear down.
Good.
Rich.
How are you?
Good. What's up, buddy?
I'm here.
I got you.
I've got some new stuff for you.
All right. Lay it on me.
Pen ready?
I got my pen.
All right. I use Phil Steele and some of my friends' data for this, but here's the optimist or pessimist. I think Arizona reminds me of what Florida's doing with Napier. They're getting better every game.
Right.
And by game 8 or 9, we've got Georgia, and I think it's competitive. We'll see. But I think you guys can do the same thing. Here's the skinny. When you look at the toughest schedule, they're ranked by Phil Steele for the entire year. You guys have the 24th toughest schedule in the country.
That is something for us to keep in mind.
Yes, as compared to Washington, it's 72nd.
Yeah, I mean,
so what does that tell you?
I mean, you think of the meat grinder.
Here's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like the SEC when you're 24th toughest schedule. But here's some of the Huskies' data that I'd be concerned with. They have the second greatest percentage of Letterman returning in the Pac-12. 75% of the Letterman are coming back from last year. Their preseason power rank, because they did lose a bunch of kids last year. This is interesting. This is what, before you guys ever played the first game in Washington, Washington was ranked 60th out of the 131, and you guys were ranked 80. So you weren't even picked as a bad team preseason.
Right.
80 is kind of like it's the bottom third, but barely.
It's better than what they would have been last year with one win.
Yeah, so I think there's room for optimism here. Now, when you look at their offense, because you'll love this story. This guy Penix, he's from Tampa. He's a Florida quarterback in high school. I don't know if you knew that.
Yep.
But get this, I looked up his graduating class, how he was ranked in Florida and nationally. He was ranked the 6th best quarterback in Florida and the 66th in the country. That's why he went to Indiana. None of the power schools in the SEC recruited the kid. Now, this is a class, get this, his class when he graduated in high school had Joe Milton, Michigan and Tennessee kid.
Right.
These are quarterbacks. Tavares Thomas, who went to Western Kentucky, transferred to Florida. How about Brock Purdy at Iowa State from Arizona? He went to Iowa State. They had Purdy. How about this one? Zach Wilson, it's a Utah high schooler. He was ranked 5th in the country and went to Brigham Young. So this kid is not some superstar. Hey, we got to worry about Michael Penix. I know everybody out there thinks he's a world beater. I don't. And if you take a look at his last 2 losses, 2 consecutive, he's averaging 5.9 yards per attempt.
Wow.
They throw it all over the lot. Now, you tell me 5.9, you're going to worry about this guy? I don't care if he throws for 300 yards. He's throwing the ball 55 times a game, and they lost their last 2. You lose to Arizona State?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you got nothing to worry about there. Now, here's some kids you do need to worry about. There's a kid named on the rushing, Tua Papa. You ever heard of this guy?
Yep.
All right, he's got like 426 yards or something. He's okay. And you got another guy. You got a guy who scored this. There's another kid scored 7 touchdowns. And I can barely read his name. I think his name is Davis or something.
Right.
And you got and their best defender is Alex Cook. You probably know him from the Pac-12.
Right. I mean, listen, this is a deep team. This is an older team. This is an experienced team. This is a team that you've got Kalen DeBoer, who was at Fresno State, who is an offensive genius, certified, legitimate, that everybody's in love with in this conference. And this is a wounded team coming off a tough loss to Arizona State. They probably took them a little too lightly. Arizona State came back. Washington had a mad dash trying to get back to win this football game. But the big thing, and I'm going to let you go, Rich. I got to run because we're up against the clock. The big thing for me is we're going to talk about this coming up in the next hour of the program. I'm glad you pointed out Arizona, 24th toughest schedule. when you look at the meat grinder that they're going through right now, there's a reason for all of that. Rich, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Let me grab one more telephone call.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
4th down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's
We're tied.
A huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon 5-man front, they shift, play fake, rolling right, McLeod looking to throw, going deep, down, trying to find Berryhill, makes the catch inside the 25-yard line, still loose inside the 15, first down Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball, he underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone, straight back to throw, has some time, steps up in the pocket, the Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big
Really
time.
on the field is a safety.
Yes. That's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Hebert, they just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
TCU not going to foul yet. Mathurin looking at Tommy Lloyd. Shot clock at 15. Mathurin back and forth dribble. 10 to shoot now. Long ways from the bucket. Off to Dalen Terry. Terry looking for help. 6 to shoot. Way outside to Mathurin. 3, 2. Mathurin forces the 3 off the rim. No good. Follow. Koloko jams it home. And the Cats up by 5.
Offensive rebound. And the man of the night, Christian Koloko. 12 of 13 from the field. 28 points.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Krisa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Krisa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Down.
Radio 1290.
All right, hour number 2 of the Rich Herrera Show rolls on live from Desert Diamond Casino. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on this Monday. We'll be on with you till 6:30. You get a bonus half-hour edition of the program because we're counting down to the Jedfish Radio Show. Coach will be on with Brian Jeffries, and he'll talk about the ball game that just happened against Oregon and start previewing the game against UW coming up on Saturday. Phone line for you to join us, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. That's a local number to call in, no matter where you are, to join us here on the program. And I threw this out in the last hour. I want to read a couple texts. I want to read a couple texts for you. The Cats are 3-3. What does that mean? Last year at this point, Jed Fish pointed this out, they were 0-6. This year, 3-3. For whatever reason, to me, this year seems more frustrating. Is it the same for you? Is my buddy Rich just pointed out, Arizona's 24th toughest schedule in the country. 24th toughest schedule in the country. You start with Oregon this week. UW was in the top 25. They just dropped off. Then you get a bye. Then you get USC. Then you get Utah. Then you get the red-hot UCLA Bruins. You get a really good Washington State team, and then we'll see whether Oregon State's going to collapse or still keep running. Arizona, I'll put it to you this way, as I look at the schedule, has no gimmies. By the way, how many gimmies did you think the Cats had just to begin the season? How many games were a gimme to start the season? Maybe Colorado? San Diego State wasn't a gimme. Mississippi State wasn't a gimme. North Dakota State wasn't a gimme. In fact, North Dakota State was a real challenge for the Arizona Wildcats. So as we're sitting here at the halfway point of the season, and we're 3-3, is we're the halfway point of the season. You're 3-3 right now. You're 3-3. Are you more frustrated, less frustrated? Are you satisfied with a 500 record, or are you disappointed in the losses that you've had? I just want to know, do you give Arizona thumbs up or thumbs down? Number for you to join us, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290, or text the word Rich to that number, 520-848-1290, and tell me what you think. Let's see. I got one for you right here from Raul. Rich, I give them thumbs up to the tough losses that are going to happen. The only observation is there were a couple of fourth downs that they should have gone for it instead of field goals. From what gets the players pumped up and, of course, the fans, first downs would be more motivating than the 3 points. That's from Raul. Paul in Phoenix commented on my first topic of the day. Paul in Phoenix said, put the fan who runs to the field to the Oklahoma drill and make it mandatory that they have to run the drill at least twice, and then they'll think twice about running onto the field. That would be outstanding. You know what? I would actually say it's okay to run on to the field if and only if you have to run the Oklahoma drill against an NFL player. Then you prove that you belong. And you know what the Oklahoma drill is? Where two players lie flat on their back, coach drops the football into somebody's gut, they jump up on the whistle and go head up. Oh, that would be outside, because then you'd actually earn your way onto the field. Earn your way onto the field, then I'll let you run out in the field. Or if they had to play bull in the ring, that would be outstanding. Sir, I'd like to run on the field. Sure, then you have to stand there, bull in the ring, against an NFL player. And if you could survive, then I'll let you protest and say anything you want. We'll show you on TV because you earned your way onto the field. We'll show you on TV, and we'll let you go. I would be all in favor of that. In fact, that the candidate that says that whoever's running for U.S. Senate or for Congress or State House or mayor in any town, if you had that on your platform, I would vote for you. Hi, my name's Rich. I approve this message. Here's what I think. If you elect me, I will make it legal for anyone to run onto the field during a football game if and only if they go through and they participate in the Oklahoma drill and earn their way on. And by the way, if they get through the Oklahoma drill, I'm cool with them running onto the field. I'm cool with them giving whatever message they want. I'll put them on the scoreboard. I'll make the broadcasters talk about them, but they have to go through the Oklahoma drill in order to earn that platform. I'd be all in favor of that. Now, I ask you this question. How many of these protesters would be willing to do the Oklahoma drill against an NFL player? Earn your voice. Earn that platform. You want to do it? Great. Jump in there and do the Oklahoma drill, which is lying on your back. Go. And they go if they have to go head up against each other. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. If you want to protest, go ahead, but you got to be able to go head up with an NFL linebacker, or try to stop an NFL running back from running you over. Then if you do that, I'll let you protest all you want. What do you think? Is that something you'd vote for a politician if he threw that out there? 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. You can also use that number to text me your thoughts as well. All right, halftime of the program is coming up. Then I do want to get into, I gave you 5 or 6 things Arizona had to do, in my opinion, to win the game on Friday. We'll review those for you. And I do want to talk about whether we're seeing thumbs up for the Arizona Wildcats, thumbs down for the Arizona Wildcats. And, again, your telephone calls are encouraged, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. And if you're too shy to call, I got it. People text all the time. People love to send text messages. Go ahead. I'll let you text all you want. People text more than they call. I'm still old school. I'll call. But, whatever. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Right now they brought out, yay, the big drum is in the house. Go, no. He said go Raiders. Go Niners. He's a Raider fan. He's wearing his Raider gear. Hey, they have the big drum out. That means if you make qualifying wager on Monday Night Football, you get into their big drawing for a cash prize here at Desert Diamond Casino, South Nogales Highway. We also have our drawing over here. I'm going to buy somebody dinner for coming by, hanging out, and watching Monday Night Football with us. All right, coming up, we'll go to the halftime show.
Let's do caller, 5 or 6 for the box office.
We'll do the halftime show. We're going to have our halftime show. We'll review what we've done so far, and we'll preview what's coming up in the next hour and a half on this program. But right now, hey, let's give some stuff away, shall we?
The Wildcats Radio 1290 box office is now open.
You feel that right away. It's just refreshing.
With tickets to ball games, concerts, movies,
surely you can't be serious,
and more.
I am serious, and don't call me sure.
Start calling at 520-848-1290 to win. Good luck from Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, I got a fun prize to give away today. Be caller number, what do we say, JW? Have we decided caller number 5?
Yeah, caller number 5 works for me.
Perfect. Caller number 5 right now, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. I'm sorry, the big drum distracted me. So 520-848-1290. We'll take caller number 5. You're going to win a pair of tickets to Terror in the Corn. It's not a horror movie, but it's a variety of haunts and Halloween fun connected by a totally immersive, terrifying cornfield. When darkness falls and the moon comes out, so do the scares and screams. It's surrounding terror. The corn is calling. Enter if you dare. Go to TucsonTerrorintheCorn.com for more information. But I got a couple of tickets to give away to that. Be caller number 5 right now, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. We'll continue with you. Halftime coming up on the Rich Herrera Show. We will review what we've done, preview what's coming up. I'll tell you, Kelvin Efon joins us at the top of the next hour. I got a whole bunch. We're live, Desert Diamond Casino. Come by, join us for Monday Night Football here on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
4th down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball. Down by 11, 3 have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home. And foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away. Good! That's a tie.
Huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep.
Happy Monday, Tucson. Today we open the prize drawer and give you stuff just for listening.
That's a win, win, win.
Yeah, intro after this, okay?
Yeah. Your chance to win great prizes from $12.90. Rich Herrera on Wildcats Radio 1290.
The Rich Herrera Radio Show rolls on from Desert Diamond Casino here on South Nogales Highway. By the way, just a reminder, today's program brought to you by Santan Juicy Jack IPA. Listen, all this week for your chance to win a $25 gift card courtesy of Santan Juicy Jack IPA. All right, it's halftime. This is about the halfway mark of the program, JW.
One sec, Rich, I'm on the phone.
What have we learned today? What have we learned on the first half of the program? Because I think as we sit and we talk and we chat, there's all kinds of different things that you could pick up from listening to this radio show. Here's what I will tell you. And again, by the way, we're live at Desert Diamond Casino, South Nogales Highway. We broadcast out here every Monday. In fact, we're going to do the full show on Monday. There's no Jetfish radio show next week, but we are going to do the full show, and we'll keep Monday Night Football over on 1400 KTC. So if you're looking for the game coming up here in just a little bit, it'll be on 1400 KTC.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
So what did we learn today on the program? I think we learned a couple things. Number one, we learned that the Cats have one of the toughest schedules, and it's only going to get tougher. I think number two, the fans are frustrated. And I think that's a good thing. I got another text. Let me read this real quick. Okay. Here's a text I just got. I think one reason the season feels more frustrating is due to the fact that we lost to NAU at home last year. And so the bar was set so low after that, we exhausted lots of our frustrations on that game alone last year. Yeah. I'm going to go with you right there and agree with you. And, again, if you want to text in, you can text the word RICH to 520-848-1290, and I'll read your text on the air. Yeah, there is a lot of frustration, especially after last year. Especially after last year and the losses that you had last year and just the sense of haplessness. It was very frustrating. And as you jump back in, you want to feel better. But I'll go back to I am not patient. I am not a patient man. I don't think anybody's patient anymore. I don't think our society is patient anymore. Your family's not patient. Think about this. The cable goes out, you freak out. You don't get cell service. Oh, my gosh, my phone's not working. What am I going to do? We have no patience anymore. And this Arizona Wildcat football team is a build. It's not a rebuild. They've already torn everything down, tore it down to the studs, and now they're trying to build it back up. But it's a slow, tedious process. And there's some good stuff that we've seen, and there's some bad stuff that we've seen. I think part of the frustration is that when you see the same things happening over and over and over and over again, there is a sense of frustration if you're an Arizona Wildcat fan. So with all that being said, I'll throw this out at you again. For those just tuning in, some of you are just getting off work right now. Some of you are just tuning in right now. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up, thumbs down on this season. Is this season a success? Because at the halfway point, the Cats are 500. Now, the Cats could easily go and lose the next 6 games in a row and end up 3-9. The Cats can win, sneak a couple wins, maybe beat Washington State, maybe surprise somebody. It's the Pac-12. There's always going to be a team that stumbles. That's why we never see Pac-12 teams in the college football playoffs. And wouldn't that just be? I love this. I love this phrase. I think John Canzano wrote this on his blog. Wouldn't that just be Pac-12 for the USC Trojans to be high fly and ready to go for that national championship, and they come to Tucson and lose and fall out of the race? That would be very Pac-12 of us. That would be very, very, very Pac-12 of us. But I guess it's just in the eye of the beholder. I get frustrated. I'll be honest, I get frustrated because there's things I think that Arizona could do better. And there's things that I think the coaches could work on. I think there's things the players could work on. Because these are – the Cal game was winnable. Mississippi State was winnable. I don't think Oregon was winnable. Oregon's number 12 in the country, and they just ran the ball down your throat, and you know what you were going to get into because basically Oregon did what the last team wearing green and gold coming into Arizona Stadium did, and that was what North Dakota State did. North Dakota State said, hey, we're going to run our power football. We're going to run the ball down your throat. And Arizona had it on film, and everybody could see it that they can't stop the run. Expect Washington to do the same. Expect USC to do the same. Expect Utah to do the same. Everybody's going to do the same until you show that you can stop them. And Arizona hasn't shown anybody that they can stop the run just quite yet. So we're going to get more and more and more of that. It's going to get frustrating and more frustrating and more frustrating and more frustrating as we go. So there's part of me that gets frustrated in this every day. There's part of me that goes, 3-3, that's pretty good. I don't have people calling me, texting me, DMing me, reaching out to me like, Herrera, what's going on down there in Tucson? Are you guys really going to lose 21 games in a row? Is your winning streak going to be old enough to be legal to drink alcohol when you get to 21? Okay, so we're not talking about losing streaks anymore. Arizona's not the worst team in the Pac-12 conference. That either belongs to Stanford or belongs to Colorado. Arizona's easily better than both of those. So where are we in all of this, and how do you feel about it? Because here's the one thing that I'm going to take away from the first half of this radio show. I'm going to take away from Saturday. Huge opportunity, and I think it might have been squandered a little bit. With the sellout crowd at Arizona, there are a lot of people that just, I'm going to stick my toe back in the water. I'm going to come back out and watch the team again. I'm going to give them another shot. Were they entertained? Did they see something that makes them want to come back and buy another ticket? And that's one of the things that I was thinking about when you have such a huge crowd. It's an opportunity to get people excited and say, hey, come back out. I want to see you come out and watch the game again. Let's see. I got more text messages to get to. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290, the number for you to join us here on the program. All right, here's one. I got this. The Cats football team have made us proud with their passion, dedication, hard work, and never give up attitude. The program is absolutely going in the right direction under this superb coaching staff. As an alumni, we get to experience elite men's and women's basketball teams, add in an excellent baseball team, softball team, volleyball, gymnastics, soccer, etc. Through wonderful student athletes and stellar academic, through a stellar athletic department administrative team. Very few university campuses can say that. 100%. Everything that you said is 100% true in that text message. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. All of that's true. Tough part is that Texas and Oklahoma and USC, UCLA have changed the dynamics on this. Arizona's been built is a athletic department that can win the Sears Cup, and you have a softball team to be proud of and a women's basketball team to be proud of and all those other sports to be proud of, and I support them all. I love Adia Barnes. I love Caitlin Lowe. I love what those student athletes do. I love Chip Hale and the baseball team. I go out and I watch them all. I support them. That's why we bring them on the radio. But in the last 2 years, the algorithm of all of this has changed, and now it's all about football. In football only. Being a basketball school is no longer going to be good enough. I'll give you two of the best basketball schools, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. Neither one of them have been included in any of the conversation or realignment. Duke and Gonzaga, two of the most premier basketball programs in the country. The Big Ten and the SEC are not trying to gobble them up. Why? Bob Thompson, former president of Fox Sports, pointed this out. The money that's being generated in college athletics, 70% of that comes from football. And if you're not relevant in football, you're not going to be relevant at all. I added that last part. That's why it is so important to get this football program back to respectability so you make sure you're part of whatever's coming next in college athletics, thanks to our friends at Texas, thanks to our friends at Oklahoma, thanks to our friends at USC, and thanks to our friends at UCLA. Now it's about survival. All right, that's the halftime portion of our program. We'll get back into it. I did ask Jed about this, the micro versus the macro. Where were you last year? Where are you this year? I'm going to give you Jed's answers. And by the way, don't forget Jed's Fish's radio show is coming up at 6:30 tonight. We'll have a full recap of the game, and we'll get you ready for Jed's radio show coming up at 6:30 here on the program.
Packer
by the way,
Mafia.
I'm sorry,
Packer
JW?
Mafia Jeff guy. I'm not on the air. Packer Mafia Jeff is on the line for next segment too.
Okay. Oh, and I got telephone calls to get to as well, and I got more text. I like the fact that we're getting text messages today. Again, I get so wrapped up in talking in the interviews, I need to make sure that I throw the phone number out for you more. 520-848-1290. You can send us a text message anytime you want. Text the word RICH to 520-848-1290. Text the word RICH to 520-848-1290. We'll hear from what Jed had to say, and I got a couple telephone calls we're going to get in here as well. And at the top of the hour, Glenn Howell joins us all coming up. By the way, can we do another box office blitz right now, JW?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get to it. All right, I got more of these tickets to give away for Terror.
Tucson, are you ready to win? The Wildcats Radio 1290 box office is now open.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out?
With tickets to ball games, concerts, movies, and more.
We have to get on. We have so much time and so little to do. Strike that. Reverse it. This way, please.
Start calling at 520-848-1290 to win. Good luck from Wildcats Radio 1290.
Oh, my God. Thank you.
All right, I've got these tickets to give away. Terror in the Corn. You can get your tickets and find out more about this. TucsonTerrorintheCorn.com. I've got a pair of tickets to give away. JW, give me a number.
How about 8 this time, Rich?
All right, he goes caller number 8. Be caller number 8 right now, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. If you like corn mazes and Halloween and all the rest of this, it's the best opportunity to go scare yourself in town. We'll take caller number 8 right now. I'm holding up numbers. Is that? Yeah, 8. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's caller number 8. 520-848-1290. Caller number 8, you win. Every Monday we give you stuff just for listening to this radio show. More coming up, including your calls. Thumbs up, thumbs down so far at the halfway point of the Cat season. We'll do that next here on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain. Loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ball game. Matherin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's
We're tied.
A huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berrios. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps up in the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big
Really
time.
on the field is a safety.
Yes. That's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Abear. They just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
I was all excited. Catalina Mafia, Jeff's on hold, and I waited too long. His phone dropped out. I hope his phone didn't die. If you're there, Jeff, I promise I will get your telephone call. I made him wait a little bit too long. So, listen, I do care about the callers. I do care about you guys calling into the show. So when I get you, I'll put you on. I just happen to be talking too much at that moment. Number for you to join us here on the program is 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. The number for you to join us here on the program. And again, thumbs up, thumbs down. Rich in Chicago points out, tough Arizona, 24th toughest schedule. Bama's 29, Oregon's 33, Kentucky's 35, Notre Dame 45, Clemson 46, USC 50th toughest schedule in the country. Utah 56, Georgia 56. So Arizona is playing the big dogs. Mississippi State, that's a reach. North Dakota State, nobody wanted to play them to begin the season. Now again, if your glass is half full, you're going to say, "Hey, we're playing some really tough teams." If your glass is half empty, and I've seen a bunch of clowns online that have been saying things like, "Well, what do these wins really mean?" San Diego State, they're horrible this year. Yeah, San Diego State hasn't played good football, and they're after Brady Hoke right now. Doesn't mean that Arizona didn't take them on at the beginning of the season. It beat them. We could go through all the schools like that Arizona's beaten or lost to. So that's why I'm asking you today, is we're at the halfway point of the season. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Are you happy with where Arizona is right now, or are you dissatisfied with where Arizona is right now? 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290, or you could text me, thumbs up or thumbs down. Text the word Rich to 520-848-1290. It all goes through our regular telephone number. And now that we spent all this money on the new text system, you can text into the program anytime you want. Just use the word Rich to our call-in number, which is 520-848-1290. Jed was asked about this today. By a couple people. Let me give you a couple quotes from Jed Fish. If we can get cut 10, I think, ready to go, JW. This is Jed Fish just asking about the halfway point of the season.
Yeah, well, I'm excited about the build. We've talked about, trusting the process of getting better. Last year at the halfway point, we were 0-6. This year we're 3-3.
We'll try with the other segment.
We've had some really good games. We've played good football. I went back and looked. Last year, we were 101st in offense. This year, we're 60th. Last year, we were 104th in passing. This year, we're 10th. Last year, we were 114th in third down. This year, we're 25th. Our red zone offense is far better. We're giving up less explosive plays than we gave up. We have more turnovers at the halfway point, or takeaways, at the halfway point this year than we had all of last year. I believe that we're going in the right direction. We have a lot of recruits that want to be a part of our program. We have a lot of people that want.
Still got about a minute, Rich.
We're also, and I've said it from the beginning, we were also at the very, very beginning stages of where we want to take it. We want to build this program into a championship level program, into a program that we see Oregon at right now, or Utah. To get there, it has to take consistent recruiting classes, consistent development of your current roster. Players need to stay. Players need to get bigger, better, stronger. Coaches need to stay. You need consistency. I went back and looked at Lance Leopold at Kansas. He's had the same offensive and defensive coordinator for 13 years. And you look at, when you want to have consistency, you need it from your staff and you need it from your players. And then I believe that we're going to be able to have it.
Got about 10 seconds.
Can remember they had here in the late 90s. And also that run there from, 2012 to 2015 or so.
Do you disagree with anything that Jed had to say right there? Did he say anything that wasn't correct? No, everything that he said was right. Hey, what's up, buddy? Everything he said was correct. This team is remarkably better than they were a year ago. This team is demonstratively better than where they were a year ago. Is it enough? You guys have to tell me. Last year the team was bad. how many people did you see posting on Facebook pictures of dumpster fire with a block A on it? This year's team is much better, but when you start so far down on the bottom of the ranks, when you're one of the worst you're one of the worst 10 teams in college football. There's 131 programs that are football bowl subdivision. 131 programs that could play for a bowl game, and Arizona was universally considered to be one of the 10 worst of the 131 football bowl subdivision. They're not there anymore. They're now considered to be a pretty good, decent football team. Not great, not top 25 like Oregon, but they're not in the bottom 10 anymore. They're not even the worst team in the Pac-12. They're not the laughing stock of the Pac-12 anymore. Is that enough for you? Not enough for me. How about you? 520-848-1290. Here's the other one. I asked Jed this. Listen, the micro, the macro, I know we don't want to talk about last year. Every coach has said it. Every player has said it. Boom. We're flipping the page. We're not talking about last year anymore. But as you get to the halfway point of the season, how do you talk about what's going on right now? Because they're about to go through the rest of this meat grinder. Oregon was just the beginning. Washington is going to have to be coming back after that devastating loss for them that knocked them out of the top 25. You don't think they're going to be loaded for bear when we come up there to see when Tucson comes up there? You don't think they're going to be loaded for bear? You don't think the USC Trojans are keeping an eye on trying to get to a national championship? UCLA, same thing. There is no more gimmies this season. So I asked Jed this in the micro. What do you say to your team right now? Because there's been some frustrating loss, and there's been some punishing loss, and there's teams that have run up and down the field on them. How do you keep this all in perspective, knowing what you did last year and where you are this year? Here's Jed Fish.
6 to 8 plays a game. We've done that at the Rams. You can see the Packers do it. You can see the 49ers do it. You can see the Bengals do it. We've done it. Every game we do it. It's an opportunity. Gus Malzahn, I remember back in 2012 when Gus Malzahn was at Arkansas State, and I went and visited with him, and he was talking about their speed breaks, which they still do today. And it's just it's a way to have a different tempo of breaking a huddle
go ahead and get 12
where you don't have to go on the line of scrimmage fast.
Okay, I'm sorry. Right. I got the wrong one. That was Jed talking about when Arizona went to that no huddle and they had the fumble.
Happy with the way the team is playing.
Yeah, that was the one. There was a different sound bite. Jed was talking about how Arizona ran that play where the ball was fumbled out there, but they got into the quick set and then went up and had a different formation. He was talking about the genesis of that play. Here's the cut that I want to share with you. This is cut 12. This is where I asked him, how do you talk to your team about where you've been, where you are right now, to keep them focused and not frustrated with some of these losses? Here's Jed Fish, cut 12.
I'm happy with the way our team is playing right now. I think our team's happy with the way they're playing. You're going to always try to win every game you play, but we went into a team. We just played a team that's 5-1. Played a team that had dominant performances against everybody they've played against this year, and we felt really good about the way we played against Colorado. We lost to Colorado 34-0. We came back and we beat them 43-20. The next year we lost to San Diego State 38-14. We came back and beat them 38-20. We played the FCS national champions who haven't lost since, and beat them at the end of the game. We put up 31 points against Cal, where a year ago we put up 10. So I think that our team is getting better. Our team has unbelievable personality traits of work ethic. They're doing
about 15 seconds.
Doing fantastic in the community, and they're very, very young. I would guess that we're starting more freshmen than any team in the country, and I think that that's going to show in the future on how good we can become.
Jed Fish kind of laying it out. All right, so I challenge anybody to disagree with what he said. Last year, against Cal, put up 10 points, put up more this year. Last year, got run over by Colorado. This year, took it to the Colorado Buffalo. Last year, got smashed by San Diego State. This year, smashed San Diego State. So again, macro this season, frustrating losses, but much better than they were when you look in the macro. In the micro, I should say, some frustrating losses. And the fact that Arizona can't stop the run is very frustrating and demoralizing, quite honestly, to a lot of people. But in the macro, this team is monster head and shoulders above where they are last year. And I guess that's why it's frustrating. Another text message to Rich. Rich, thumbs way up. Arizona could win 3 more and go to a bowl. Bear down. Not lying. Not wrong. Arizona needs 3 more wins to guarantee to get to a bowl game or become bowl eligible. You get 2 more, you never know. Maybe you sneak into one if not enough teams become bowl eligible. You could go to a bowl at 5-7 if they exhaust all the bowl eligible teams. But you got to win the next one. So we're going to talk about this week. Where's the next win going to come for the Arizona Wildcats? Number for you to join us, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290, as we talk about the halfway point of the season. Halfway point of the season. If I would have told you last year when Arizona was 0-6, the Cats will be 500 next year at this point of the season, you would have either had me drug tested, you would have taken my keys away from me because I probably would have been drunk, or you would have had me committed. I'll say that one more time. At this point last year when the Cats were 0-6, if I would have told you, hey, listen, you know what, it's going to be okay. Year 200 Jetfish, halfway through the season, will be 500. You would have had me drug tested because obviously I'm strung out. You would have taken my keys away because I'd been drinking all day, talking foolish nonsense, or that I probably got hit in the head and had major brain injuries to have something like that fly out of my pie hole. At this point last year, right now, I'm frustrated at 3-3. I'm frustrated at 3-3. And I don't know if that's fair or not. Seeing where the team was last year, I want more. I'm greedy. I'm impatient. I know you are as well. But when we stop and really think of things, where are they? They're actually in a pretty good spot compared to where we were last year. They're actually in a pretty good spot to where they are last year. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Number for you to join us. And these text messages are great today, by the way. I'm going to keep telling you to send the text messages. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. By the way, today's program is brought to you by our friends at Santan Juicy Jack IPA. That's an outstanding IPA. It gives you just a little taste of peach, guava, tangerine, fruity and juicy. Coming up this week, we'll give you an opportunity to win a $25 gift card to run out and grab yourself some Santan Juicy Jack IPA. And I just got to tell everybody at Santan, thank you so much for being a sponsor of the Rich Ferreira Radio Show. I think it's kind of cool. We have our own beer sponsors. I think it's cool. In fact, I owe some. I bet our sister station up in Eugene, I'm going to send them some Santan Juicy Jack IPA, pay off my bet on the Cats. I got to figure out who we're going to bet this week. I might call Dave Softy Mahler up at KJR and see if I can get him to make a bet with me, Arizona versus Washington. I'm going to work on that.
You want to QC real quick here?
Yeah, I'm going to work on that this week. Brett Boone goes on with them all the time. I'm going to see if I can go on and make a little wager on the Cats and the Dogs coming up this week. Hey, real quick, let me remind everybody, the program is brought to you by QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics, what they're doing right now is pretty amazing. Think about this. 30 years ago, if you've got a bad knee or you got joint pain, you just dealt with it, or you went to the doctor and he gave you a shot, or he gave you painkillers, or he said, hey, let me come in here, we're going to operate on you. That's what they did 20, 30 years ago. Now, thanks to QC Kinetics, things have changed when you're dealing with joint pain and getting real lasting relief. They're the nation's leader in this exciting new treatment with advanced regenerative medicine, a non-surgical alternative to what they were doing 20, 30 years ago. If you're living with joint pain from an injury or maybe it's arthritis, don't just do what your grandparents did, what your parents did. Do something new. It's 2022. Find out what the latest is and give yourself a second opinion. With regenerative treatments, it can restore and repair that damaged joint tissue so you don't have to take a shot, so you don't have to take pain pills, and you don't have to go under the knife. If you've been diagnosed with bone-on-bone arthritis and you told you needed replaced, wait a minute. Call QC Kinetics now for an alternative way to deal with the pain. QC Kinetics. They're located at Academy in Orange Grove. Don't just keep living with that pain. Learn how regenerative medicine can help get your life back with no drugs and no surgery and, better yet, no downtime. Call QC Kinetics right now for a free consultation. Here is their number, 520-497-4955, 520-497-4955. QC Kinetics. One more time, 520-497-4955. Oh, come on, I'll tell you one more time. 520-497-4955. Coming up next, we'll talk with the captain, Kelvin Efon. I'll give you the last word of the day. Oh, we got so much more coming up. We're on with you till 6:30. 6:30 we're going to go right up until the Jetfish Radio Show. All coming up here on the home of Arizona football. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right